Hello, it is Eric O'Brien. I'm here to show you my hermit crabs and how to take care of hermit crabs, guys. Yesterday was a pretty fun day, getting to celebrate Damien's birthday and everything. But today it's time to get back to business and back to helping you guys. Let me just say, hermit crabs are a great pet. Sometimes they will pinch you by accident, because sometimes when they're walking on you, sometimes they'll happen, because they accidentally pinch you by walking, because that's just their thing. Or, they'll pinch you from fear. They're not nasty animals, just like snakes. They're not nasty animals. They don't want to go and kill you. They don't want to do it on purpose. They want to do it out of fear. And the two hermit crabs that I have right now like to do it out of fear. But I've worked with them a lot now, and they're a lot better. But today, I believe both of them are molting, and let me just say, they'll molt once or twice a year. Maybe 3 or 4 if you're lucky, but it's the same thing as snake shedding, except not as often. And, of course, I'll be showing you a lot of the things today. First, let me go over the hermit crab thing and Petco. Now, this I would agree with, too. I mean, this has a lot of great information on it. Usually they get to 2 to 6 inches long. They're 10 plus years with great care, and they're omnivores. Well, I wouldn't even... Technically, they're not omnivores because, they are omnivores. But they will eat just about anything. They're scavengers. So if you want to give them saltines, lettuce, any kind of fruits or vegetable, do not give them citrus. It will kill them. They're not allowed to have citrus, just like dogs can't have chocolate. But they can have, stuff like that, crackers, saltines, peanut butter's a good one, jelly's a good one. Give them stuff like that. And as you can see, let me go ahead and just show you the bowls that I have in there. There's the first one. Hard to see, actually. There's the first one. And obviously, when you have a hermit crab bowl, you always, always, always need to have hermit crab commercial food. This stuff. Not exactly this, but this is hermit crab food. You can also get the wet kind of this, like a dog has a wet kind of that. Dog food. And then you got the other food bowl. I always keep 2 food bowls in there because I have a 29-gallon tank. So if you have a 29-gallon tank, or usually I can fit like 10 crabs in there. Right now I have 2. But I usually have a ton of crabs. Right now I haven't had much because I haven't gotten back to buying them. And one thing I will say, always buy saltwater hydrate. Now this is what I do. I get 1 sponge. It doesn't matter what kind of sponge. Get a sea sponge. Whether it's one you get from Walmart that you're supposed to wash with and rip off pieces of that and put it in there. In a little bowl. Tiny little cap or something. Maybe that big, something like that. And you, squeeze it, get the saltwater hydrate, and also have a freshwater hydrate. We're fine with getting it from tap because there's not a lot of chlorine in it, but I get it from tap water, and you just go ahead and put it in that, or you get spring water and use that into another sponge and put it on a different cap, and so you can have saltwater hydrate, and that will really, both of them really help them live a long time. And you also want to get hermit crab soil. Of course, I don't have any of that now, but, then again, it's hard to see in the tank, but all that black stuff in there is not poop. That's this, soil, the hermit crab soil that I put in there. And you go ahead and get a squirt bottle, and you spray it every day, and you mix it up with the sand, and it will, eventually, give them a lot of humidity in there. It gives a lot of humidity. It makes hotter in there for them, the right temperature. It actually is basically one big temperature gauge and humidity gauge just in the form of soil, so it really works. Here's the rest of the cage. I know it's kind of hard to see that, so I'm going to go ahead and go get a lamp. I'm going to steal Bruce's lamp for a second, and I'm going to go ahead and use it to show you guys their tank. There it is. There we go. That's a little better. The two in the back corner, those are the crabs. There's their little hut right there. You know, and the first one, closest sponge, is the salt water. The one in farthest from the back is fresh water. There's their food bowl. You can also give them coconut. I give them coconut in there too. And then there. So you obviously always want extra shells too, because they do like to change shells when they get bigger. They need that. Extra shells like I have. You always need a climbing branch, you know, in the back right there, that green thing. That is able to be used for climbing. Yeah, that right there. I'm going to go ahead and give a top view because I don't know if you guys are getting all this. Because obviously to me it doesn't look like I'm getting all of it, but always get a hermit crab heater as well. Hermit crab heater. Always get it. And they're really simple to take care of too. That's just about everything. I just went over just about everything with you guys. That's basically all I got. Let me give you a top view of the cage of the terrarium. So you can see some of the stuff. You see, hopefully you guys get all of this. So I'm hoping you guys got all of that. You know, if you didn't, I'll go ahead and shoot it during the day tomorrow and give you an update on them. Because all you guys really need to know is the information out of this video. But I will show you, leave it in the comments below if you guys were able to see it or not, or see it fully. Even after the lamp's here, then I'll shoot it during the day, then tomorrow, and I'll go ahead and show you the cage and everything and how everything's set up. But it's basically simple to take care of them, you know. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab the care sheet here anyways to show you you know, more stuff with them. Of course, I like natural shelled ones better than the painted shells. Just to me, just more like a natural thing, you know. So let's see, feeding, you know, whenever they start running out, start putting some in, or if it's like peanut butter, or if it's like lettuce, refill that every day if you're going to feed them that every day, you know, because if hermit crabs like a variety of food. They really do, and their housing, you know, appropriate size just about, you know, that's pretty easy. Substrate and everything, at least 3 inches deep. Temperatures, you got 50, 80% for the warm end and 70 for the cool end. Recommended low wattage lamps if you're going to use lamps, because yes, you can use lamps. Lightings, they're nocturnal, so you may provide a wattage nocturnal bulb for nighttime viewing. And they're very social, so if you can't just have one together, you need to have groups of like 3 or more. I have mine in 2, and 2 has worked very, very well lately. I've had 2 for a long time. I actually had 4 in there. I had them and the 2 more. Those 2 I kept for a ton, a long time too. I've had them for a long time. So I don't know if I should go 3 or more, or if I would recommend you to go 2. I don't know. I might go 2 for you guys, just to recommend it to you. You know, healthy appetite and active. That's just the 2 signs of a healthy animal. I mean, that's pretty easy. And grooming and hygiene, and they molt once or twice a year. And if they're like burrowing in the ground, the sand and everything, and they're like in a hole, and they made themselves a hole, don't mess with them. That's when they're molting. When you mess with the molting hermit crab, could kill them. Very, very sensitive to that. And try not to rip the crab out of the shell. If he's not coming out, if he's not wanting to come out and show himself to you, don't force anything, because you can fatally hurt him as well. Like that. Red flags, lethargy or lethargic, you know, abandons shell and doesn't return, loss of appetite, loss of limbs, you know, those are red flags. If you notice any of those, contact your veterinarian. Then you got, you know, the common health issues, mites and loss of limb, and that's all. you know, like I said, they're pretty easy to take care of. I mean, there's not much that'll, you know, do anything to hurt these guys. You know, so honestly, they're a really good starter pet. You know, if you get pinched, so what? You'll be fine. I would recommend getting them. More like I don't know, with little kids, but if you can handle a good, tight, hard pinch, then might be for 10-year-olds up. I honestly don't know. Just depends on what you think. I mean, they're not nasty animals. They do it out of scaredness. And I've never usually had a problem with them pinching me. It's either when they're scared or, you know, and they don't even pinch. I've never been pinched, like on flesh. I've been pinched on my nails by them before. Those two in there, one of them pinched my nail. The other was completely fine. You can literally get them from Petco, and as soon as you get them in the car, you can go ahead and hold them. They'll come out on your hand most of the time. But they're very shy animals, too. They're one of the most shyest of them all in the pet trade. So, you know, give them a few days, and you can hold your hand absolutely flat. No wrinkles at all for them to get any access towards skin. If they do have more skin like that or something like that, then it'll be a harder pinch. But if you have a flat hand like that, then it'll be harder for them to pinch. But not only just that, but if you do get some flesh being pinched, it's not going to hurt as bad. It's going to feel like a little prick, basically, like a pricker bush. But yeah, it's just about all. I mean, they're really good animals. And usually, like I said, you give them a few days in their terrarium, and you get used to picking them up, and he'll start coming out as soon as you have them on the shell like this, and they'll start coming out, and then that's when you hold them in your hand. And they don't usually pinch. I mean, they usually never pinch. I mean, every once in a while you may pick up one that'll pinch you, but it's not out of being nasty, it's out of being scared. And usually I've never had a problem with them pinching me. Honestly, it's pretty easy to take care of. So now that I had introduced you to all of my animals, I will start showing you a day's work of how I take care of all my animals at one time. And that would be with the birds, with the beta, snakes, hermit crabs, all in one day, all in several days, you know, work. And I guess I would put out more videos about how they mate and everything. Hermit crabs do not mate. They have to mate naturally in the wild, because you need to have like a saltwater. They go into the ocean, and even the saltwater hydrate that you give to them would actually kill them to do that. But they do it in the ocean, so it's impossible to breed them, and it's never been done. So I can't put any breeding videos, but I can show you feeding videos, and I can show me holding them and how to hold them and everything. I'll do a ton more videos. I have tons and tons of ideas to do. To show you guys how to take care of these animals. And of course I haven't shown you Nike yet. Nike, come here. Come on. There she is. What you doing, girl? No, sit. No. Sit. Nike, sit. Come on, girl, sit. No, sit. What are you doing? There you go. Say hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. She is a yellow lab mixed with German Shepherd mixed with English Bulldog, and that's the breed she is. And she's very muscular for a small dog, and I'll show you more videos on her. Just thought I would show you all of my animals, and I am supposed to be getting either a sand boa or a checkered garter snake in that tub up there. So I will be getting one in there. I'll be getting one in there and soon. So that basically wraps it up today. Don't forget, subscribe, notification bell, comment, like, view the video, please, guys. I really need all the support I can get from you guys that watch. Thank you guys, and personally from me, and always have a great week. See you guys later.